With social media, there's all kinds of access to new information. The traditional gatekeepers that usually control the flow of news and important political information have grown substantially because of social media. And this is a really great thing because it allows a lot of voices that have not always had the opportunity to be heard to now be heard in the digital age. And it's helped strengthen a lot of our democracies and our public debates online. But at the same time, we're starting to see a lot of bad actors, whether they be hostile state actors or even domestic political interest groups, use this openness of the internet to spread disinformation, so-called fake news about politics and about issues that are important to public life and public debate. And so having good news media literacy for the digital age is incredibly important. So being able to fact check sources on your own, not necessarily trusting everything you always read online on social media, or see in images, because a lot of the disinformation that we see today tends to come in the form of memes or in YouTube videos and these very powerful and persuasive forms of images. So not just reacting based on our emotions, but actually doing the hard work of democracy, doing the hard work that's required of us for democracy to look at the facts, look for information, develop our political opinions, have conversations about it with one another in a healthy way online. We often forget on the internet, that there are people that we're talking to, and this is a digital public sphere. And so much of the vibrancy that makes a strong democracy is having different opinions and having difficult conversations. Democracy is so much better when we're able to have different opinions. Even though a lot of people see that as a weakness, it's actually a strength, but we need to be able to talk about it in a healthy and constructive way. And I think a lot of the negative narratives that are being spread, a lot of the targeted attacks using hate speech, emotional language on very sensitive political or societal issues, I think the way in which we're interacting online is a big threat to our democracy, because if we can't come together and debate politics, then we don't have a democracy. I think with the elections coming up with the EU, disinformation is definitely going to be a big part of the election. When we talk about security, we always talk about how when you want to secure anything, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And when we're looking at the European elections, there are 27 different governments here that have to not only protect against some of the more traditional cybersecurity attacks that we see around elections, whether that be hacking emails, hacking ballot boxes, some of those more traditional concerns, but we also have to protect against disinformation, which is a lot harder, especially when it's not just hostile state actors, but a bunch of domestic groups that are spreading a lot of misinformation about these elections. So I think it's definitely going to be a big part of the upcoming elections.